Hello. Go ahead.
Hi, how are you? My question, I would like to know, are there any mechanisms in the city council that can veto Christine, the speaker?
No.
There's none, no guidelines, nothing that's written down?
You can't, my friend. Don't you understand? Mayor Bloomberg is with her. They're joined together.
Yeah, but you have 52 council people.
They all voted for her to be the president again of the council. She was just the president. They had a new vote because they have a new council, and 50 of them voted for her, and one voted against her
Right.
because she gives out top jobs.
All right. Now, how is how did Christine Quinn become a council person? Was she given the position by the mayor, or
Yes.
but how did she get the position?
Yes, she became a council person in the gay community, and the gay community is extremely powerful. Listen carefully, sir. Listen carefully. Are you aware? Oh, I got my hearing aid out. I'll talk about my hearing aid in a little while. Mayor Bloomberg, as you know, is for gay marriages. He's for the gay community. Wait a minute. Governor Patterson is for the gay community. President Obama is for the gay community. Now, why did that happen? Because they had fundraisers, and they gave Obama millions of dollars. They gave Patterson millions of dollars. And Mr. Mayor Bloomberg doesn't have to get any money. He just wants the power, and she gives him the power. And if you realize what just happened, during this election, they eliminated term limits. The people in this city voted term limits, and Christine Quinn and her wife and Mayor Bloomberg said, we don't care about you stupid New Yorkers. We're going to say we don't want term limits. We'll run as long as we want.
But they had in the paper, in the Times, whereas she had an illegal flush fund.
She just had one of her people who was her ace in her administration was just fined as because she did something unethical. And they fined her $2,500, and Bloomberg hired her. And as I said, he gave her a $150,000 bonus. And Christine Quinn says she's a wonderful legal servant. What are we going to do? Vote for me. You have nobody out there. I have heard all these people talk, all these legislators, and I haven't heard anyone talk like I'm talking, sir. Except Haiti. Haiti, they realize, I have mentioned in Haiti, we should have a Marshall Plan in Haiti and build it up. And it's in the newspapers. Whether they'll succeed or not, I don't know. But if you want action, sir, you have to vote for me. Unless you could tell me someone else who feels as I do, who feels the anger and the anguish of the horrible legislators, the dirty, filthy people that we have in the Congress and the New York State legislature and the city. The same thing.
I see.
Thanks for calling, sir.
Okay.
Just of New York City. Mayor Bloomberg and Christine Quinn, two people. They control you and me. That's the deal. And after Bloomberg, I told you, Christine Quinn will become the mayor because she's gay, and they're going to make this a gay city. And you're sitting back and doing nothing about it. And except you have your friends calling up and using filthy language. It's happening. This is who you voted for. You must remember Christine Quinn and Mayor Bloomberg broke the law that you negate. You don't even want to talk about it. You don't want to know it because we had term limits. Term limits, they're only supposed to go for so many years, and I wanted to extend it to the state senators and the assemblymen. There's 215, wait a minute, 212 legislators that we have in New York State from New York City. David Patterson is preparing to veto an ethics passage. There's a passage of an ethics, new ethics thing. This is the ethics. They also have ethics, as you know, in Congress. That's where Charlie Rangel is a crooked man, cheat, and a liar. And he's a member of the African American community, the Black Caucus, who do not care for black youth at all. And I define you to call me up and say something about it, because that's what's going on. No jobs, and the Black Caucus is doing nothing. You know why? Because they're copying the white trash in Congress. 1 year went by. Oh, now it's going into another 2 years. And Bloomberg, the Messiah. Failed health care plan, a waste of time, a waste of money while people are unemployed. And they talk about a 9.7 rate of unemployment. It is a lie. In New York City, it's more than 15 to 18%. Many people, they don't even want to count anymore because they've given up looking for jobs because they can't find jobs. The reforms that were given to Governor Patterson, he wants to veto them. If reform dies now, 212 legislators and the governor are to blame. Press releases do not count. One-house bills do not count, and the vetoes do not count. The only thing that will matter is whether New York has a sound rules and a system to enforce them that have a real chance of cleaning up the dirty state government. This is in the newspaper. Hello, go ahead. Christine Queen and Mayor Bloomberg is just ruling like dictators. Hello. Senate race is a tug of war over donors. Listen to this. There's a Gillibrand Ford primary. These are the people that are going to run against me in the United States Senate for the Senate race. These are my opponents, incidentally. Well, we got a call. Let's see. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Tom. Happy Friday.
Thank you. Go ahead. Oh, call back. I'm sorry. I rang the wrong button. Call back again, please. This is a primary, and the rich people are getting on one side, on Gillibrand's side, and one is getting on Ford's side. Mark Lassery, Andrew Tisch, back Christine Gillibrand, Stephen Ratner, and Orrin Kramer, back Harold Ford Jr. These are people who have huge sums of money, and they determine who runs. You have very little to do with this, ladies and gentlemen. They pour in huge sums of money to find out who will win, and they will buy them. Don't think they give money for nothing. There's a cost involved here, and the people who win these primaries are bought. As you know, the President of the United States was bought. One of the great I got to talk about this guy, man. He is really something. His name is Secretary, he was Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson. He said, what if the system collapses? This is during the crisis. Everybody is looking to me, and I don't have the answer. I am really scared. He says he's afraid, and he doesn't know what to do, so he calls his wife. His wife just came back. He said, oh, here it is. He didn't go. Wendy is her name. She just returned from church. And he talked to her because she's a churchgoer. He's a churchgoer. And he's frightened that he's screwing and cheating and lying to the United States of America, all the people here. He's a Republican. This is during the Bush years, and the Democrats took over. And the Democrats said to Paulson, we agree with you. Obama said, we'll do anything you say. Listen to what Mr. Paulson went through. He said to his wife, what if the system collapses? I asked her. Everybody's looking for me. I'm scared. He says, I asked her to pray for me. This is his wife, and for the country, and to help me cope with this sudden onslaught of fear. She immediately quoted from the second book of Timothy, the Bible. Verse 1:7, for God hath given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. In other words, his wife is now reading from the Bible while he's been cheating for 7 years, 8 years, 3 years. Ridiculous, isn't it? Hello.
Yeah, Tom, you see, look at the senators. They don't want to offer me more money because I have Tourette's. I'm tired of them always thinking it's a joke